struggling a little bit at 43% save percentage. Got to get a little bit of help around him though too, but that could be an issue, as they progress.
It makes it tough to play defense when your goalie isn't making the stops you need him to make. But again, a freshman, it's hard to make that transition to the D1 level.
At the X, Drew Kennedy for Johns Hopkins and Nate Menninger for Virginia. And quickly, here comes UVA. Finally scoring! It's Scott McWilliams. Look out, what a start. 12 seconds in.
The senior from Virginia today is going to be asked to do a lot. He's going to be up on the wings on faceoffs. And just a great energy play there, picking up the ground ball. Johns Hopkins sloughs off, and he sees the pasture and buries it high and high. Very tough for goalies to see the release point with that long stick. Great start for the Virginia Cavaliers.
Second goal of the season for Scott McWilliams, the senior defenseman out of Mountain Lakes, New Jersey. And so just like that, right off the bat, the faceoff action, which Johns Hopkins has one of the best in the country. Now violation, so going over to Virginia here for 2 in a row to start this contest. Drew Kennedy is at 68% coming in.
And Virginia is going with a long stick facing off Nate Menninger. They must have found someone that they like to match up, and he's doing a nice job tying Kennedy up and giving these athletic wings for Virginia an opportunity to pick up the loose balls.
Let's go to the keys here for Virginia while they're on offense. Man already on top 1-0.
The one on the right, face-offs. Great start for Virginia so far, 2-0. And then off-ball defense. Talent-wise, Virginia is loaded on the defensive end. They just have lacked off-ball awareness, and they give up a lot of easy shots. That'll be detrimental to them against a team like Johns Hopkins.
We talked about Menninger, the sophomore at the face-off X. He's actually a transfer from Division III Hamilton College, where he was 94 of 201 facing off the long pole last season.
Face-offs are all about matchups. You find the one that works, and you stick with it until the other teams make adjustment.
Just underway here at the Hopkins Stadium. 1-0 on the goal from Scott McWilliams right off the bat, 12 seconds in. Here's Greg Caholen. Now Pinnell, who we talked about at the start. He fires. Saved by Schneider. And he'll clean it up.
And that's a play where Pinnell, yes, he gets underneath, but he needs to fight up the field to create angle. When you have that short stick matchup, you don't have to be as conscious of that trail check.
Out to Johns Hopkins.
A missed opportunity for Virginia on riding it back. They had an opportunity to pick up the ground ball. James Pinnell just muffed it out of bounds.
We got an offsides call here on Johns Hopkins. Turns it over to Virginia.
So while Virginia couldn't pick up the ground ball, Johns Hopkins, with a careless error, gives it right back to the Cavaliers.
It drives me nuts. That's the first thing my dad told me when I was being yelled at. You're looking at me, not talking to you.
Johns Hopkins at 5-1 now. Virginia at 6-2. I mean, we know how tough the ACC is this year, and you have to fall behind early. You don't have a chance of, getting to the tournament. I mean, do you think Virginia needs this one more here today than Johns Hopkins? What's your take on that?
I think both teams really need this game. I would say maybe Virginia a little bit more, just because I think their schedule is slightly harder. Play Duke, North Carolina, ACC tournament.
German swings it. Checked by Joe Conley. Conkerton rears back and connects. Tough to stop that. 2-0. Virginia on top.
Just a great offensive possession from Virginia's second midfield. They do a nice job moving it, getting it to Conkerton, who's matched up with a short stick. And with his strength and power, he needs no separation to get his hands free. And he is deadly accurate with his outside shot.
3 goals in the last game for Conkerton and an assist. Has a goal here, and it prompts an early timeout by Johns Hopkins. Back to Charlottesville right after this.